Thank you so much to Skillshare for sponsoring today's video. I often like to coin myself as a hobbyist. I love learning new things and honing in on the skills that I already have. And if you've been following me, then you know that I am getting back into writing, which is super exciting. But actually taking that step into practicing and learning about a new interest or hobby can be extremely intimidating. However, Skillshare makes it so easy. I'm sure you've heard about Skillshare by now, but if you haven't, let me inform you. It is an amazing platform where the breadth and depth of classes offered are perfect for all types of interests. These things range from illustration to graphic design, creative writing, fine art, music production, film, and so much more. And if you're looking for ways to level up in your current career or start a new side hustle, Skillshare has career-focused classes too. These things can include freelancing, entrepreneurship, marketing, social media, productivity, and again, so much more. So whether you want to learn the basics of watercolor painting or start your own creative business, Skillshare has those classes that can take you from beginner to pro alongside a very supportive community. So if you want to learn something new and unlock your creativity, Skillshare has provided me a link down in the description for the first 1,000 people who click on it for a free 1-month trial. So go ahead and click that link and check out Skillshare for free for 1 whole month. Thank you so much to Skillshare for sponsoring today's video, and thank you to my bookworms who watch. Hello my bookworms, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new. My name is Sydney, and this is Abby. Today's video is going to be a vlog in which you control my entire day. So hey, what's up? How are you? I hope you're doing well. Thank you so much for being here and hanging out with me for a little bit. Today is Tuesday, July 18th, and this week I had a very specific vlog that I was going to do. But my planning is poor, and the things that I need to execute the vlog I was planning won't be delivered until like late tonight, maybe early tomorrow morning. So we're improvising and doing 2 separate vlogs. So hi, welcome to this first one, which will probably be airing second actually. So I guess I can freely chat about it. I'm doing a Barbie themed vlog in honor of the movie coming out, Your Honor. I will put that link down in the description if you are interested. But this day-long vlog is going to be a little bit different. Haven't done one of these before, have always wanted to. I love watching them. I think it's really fun to include you guys in my day-to-day routine and let you switch it up. Make decisions for me because I myself hate making decisions, to be completely honest. So I made a series of polls on my Instagram, which y'all have voted on without context. And we're just gonna jump right on into you guys controlling my life. The very first poll that I put up last night was let's go girls versus come on Barbie, let's go party. And as you can see, the latter won. So let's go execute the winning poll. You were voting on what shirt I was wearing today. So it has this very cute, like, subtle pink heart, but on the back, come on Barbie, let's go party. So cute. 2 other polls that you all voted on was how I was supposed to spend my morning before I got ready. So while I had my morning coffee, the options were to write or read. Read 1. I was unsurprised. And then also I gave you 2 colors. It was either milky white or shimmery pink. And if you can tell what's on my fingers, shimmery pink 1. Here they are. Don't look too closely because I did them myself. And now the day truly begins. The next poll was deciding whether I go to a coffee shop that was downtown Indianapolis or on the south side of Indianapolis. Those are the 2 places I go. Sometimes I go to the east side, but like my favorite coffee shops are downtown or on the south side. And unsurprisingly, downtown won. So downtown we go. town, if you can't tell by the sirens. It was a poor time to start filming. But I am about to park at the coffee shop. Another poll that I put on was iced or hot, and is obviously the type of coffee I am to order. But here's the thing, I think I need 2 cups of coffee today. Hold on, gotta park. I'm going to need 2 cups of coffee today. I worked yesterday and I am just really tired. It's a little bit gloomy outside. It honestly was the perfect day to sit on the couch, but that wasn't a poll. So if you see a hot coffee in the B-roll, don't you worry. I will also get an iced coffee afterwards. Whilst we are at this coffee shop, I am also going to be writing. You all voted for me while I'm at the coffee shop to outline my work. And let me make sure that that one still won, because it won last time I checked. Ooh, right now, before I'm going in, it is 51% as outline work in progress. So that's what I'm going to try to do. While I'm in the car, I'm also listening to A Court of Silver Flames by Sarah J. Maas. I decided to randomly pick this up. This is a mood read, and let me explain myself, because it's been a while since I continued this series. It's been a book that I've just been, you know, keeping handy in case the opportunity did arise for me to, you know, want to pick it up. And I have to pick it up because next Friday I was invited to a Night in Valaris party by some friends here that live near the city. And I have to brush up. I've got to brush up on my knowledge and get back in the mindset in order to, you know, have normal conversations about this series, because it's been a minute since my mind has been in this world. That party is going to be super extra. Like, everyone's getting gowns, everyone is representing a different court, and I want you to guess right now, what court do I embody? What court from this series embodies me, my vibe? I want you to comment and vote right now. I'll give you a moment. I just want you to think about it at the very least, because the court that I was awarded, the court that screams Sydney. I was so excited. I was gonna actually be kind of upset if I didn't get this court, but it is the Night Court. Obviously, Court of Nightmares is what we're doing. I was going to just be Night Court, but we needed another court, so we're doing Court of Nightmares and then Court of Dreams as 2 of the options, so that everyone has, you know, a court. And I'm Court of Nightmares, which I couldn't be happier about. I got a dress that was very reminiscent of Feyre's dress in the Court of Nightmares. Here, I'll put a photo right here. I got a dress that is almost identical. It also arrives tomorrow. But yeah, so that is the reason for this mood read. Not that I need a reason, but I decided to pick this up so that I can kind of, you know, be back in the know. I'm on chapter 10. I'm enjoying being in Nesta's head. Obviously, this is book whatever. Technically, I think it's book 5. So won't go into like the plot and storyline, but it is being told from Cassian and Nesta's perspective, which is a fun little change. And I'm excited to see how her character kind of progresses and heals from everything that has been going on. And obviously Cassian's great. Definitely have had to look up some characters that they've been referencing and like situations just to brush up on the storyline of the past books, because I do remember a lot, but there are also specific characters that I'm like, wait, I know who that is, but who is it really? That sort of thing. Which is why I'm reading it, so that I can actually have conversations with people I don't know at this party. Yes, I am very anxious about it, in case you're wondering. But let's go into this coffee shop. Worst idea for today. It is so humid and disgusting, and to think I almost wore jeans. Okay, I'm back in the car. I actually got a good amount of work done. I was really happy with what I was able to actually get done. If you didn't know, I am loosely participating in Camp Nano this month, which is National Novel Writing Month. They have little mini sessions in July and April. Those might not be the right months. I think they are, but it is currently July, and I was loosely participating, And I say loosely because I'm trying to just do what I am able to do with the time that I have in my busy schedule in life. But I am, for the first time since I was a wee child, I'm writing a story. And I'm very much still in the beginning processes of it. Processes? Beginning stages of my novel. And the things that I'm doing now, I probably should have done last month in June, so that I could have actually began writing the story this month. But I'm choosing not to think of it that way. I'm just purely happy that I am even taking the steps to begin writing again. Like, just because I might not hit my word count goal for the month of July, I hope to actually, at the very least, have the story completely outlined, all of the acts, the scenes, everything lined out so that I can begin writing the scenes and writing the chapters. So prior to walking into the coffee shop, I have kind of fleshed out the world, fleshed out the magic system, and obviously written like a general plot outline, just general like synopsis basically of like what things are, what they might contain, and the general trajectory of where the story will go. And Caleb gave me a very helpful visual aid. I am a huge visual learner. Like, you can try to explain things to me all day, but I'm telling you, it won't really make sense to me unless I can put my hands on it or visually see it with my eyeballs. So he made me a little diagram. It's very cute. It was on a piece of paper that we were going to use for groceries. Pretty sure I spelled Cholula wrong, the hot sauce, but I don't give a shit. But basically the top of the pyramid is like the idea. Underneath that, then you go into the plot outline, which I did, I think maybe like 5 days ago or so. Just the general like acts 1, 2, and 3. What is going to happen in each one of those acts? You know what I'm saying? And I don't know if I'll actually use acts. I'm saying ACTS in case I cannot pronounce it hard enough. I don't know if I'll actually use like Act 1, Chapter 1 sort of thing in my actual story eventually, but for planning, it's been very useful. So now, going into the shop, I had planned to do my act outline, and I got my first act completely outlined and the transition into the second act completely outlined. So now I know what's at least generally happening until my main character is about to go on her journey, which I'm really excited about. I'm actually really proud of the story that I've come up with, and I'm really looking forward to like challenging myself and trying to actually write this story. I'm not gonna tell you all what exactly it's about because I don't want to, one, jinx it. I kind of want to keep it close to my chest because writing is a very like intimate thing for me, and I really want to keep a lot of it to myself. But I will tell you that I plan for it to be a like journey style fantasy story with a little bit of romance as a subplot. Like, I just want to scream. Like, saying it out loud is kind of crazy. Like, I've only said it to Caleb, and now I'm saying it to all of you, which is exciting. And, you know, maybe nothing will come of it. Maybe this is purely just for fun. That's what I'm choosing to think of it as, that, like, the end goal, sure, would be to publish it. But, like, who knows if this is the story that I will publish, you know? Having that sort of mindset that, like, hey, I'm just trying to write it because I want to be back in this mindset. I want to be doing this hobby again. Just having that mindset is very helpful for me, because if the end goal were to like, this is a story, like I'm gonna publish this story, like that's all I want, I don't think it would be as fun because I would just be stressing. I would just be very anxious about perfecting it so much, and I'm not worried about that, at least not right now. I'm very much looking at it as this is a fun hobby that I'm excited to be picking up again. So I just want to tell myself that I'm proud of myself for looking at it this way, because I think that it is the best possible way for my mind to, you know, handle it. So yeah, really looking forward to it. Excited to continue. I did get a hot coffee while I'm working. I like warm coffee if I'm gonna be sitting and doing something. Cold coffee makes me like cold. So I got an iced coffee to go, but now we're back in the car. I feel good about that. That kind of like brought my mood up because I was feeling just a little bit down and tired. Is it the caffeine and sugar or the productivity that is making me feel good? Maybe all of the above. But we're on to our next activity, which the poll was bookstore or no, totally don't go to a bookstore. And you guys are my people, so you voted for a bookstore, which is phenomenal. I already knew that this was going to happen. So the next poll after that was what genre of book I'm going to buy. And Caleb, I told him that that was one of the polls, and I looked at him, I was like, don't worry, I'm going to buy one book. And he goes, 1. And I was like, maybe 2. And he goes, 1. So we'll see what actually happens. I'm going to really try to just buy one book today because I'm not going to read it anytime soon. Well, I guess I can't say that for sure. Who knows? Maybe I'll drop everything. Depends on what I find. But the choices of genre were fantasy, contemporary, romance, or a mood read pick. And again, y'all are my people, and you voted for a mood read pick. Fantasy did come in second, so maybe I'll lean towards that, but I don't know. We'll see. We're just gonna go in and browse. The bookshop is actually like down the street from the coffee shop, but it's far enough to actually relocate my car. So I'm going to drive there. I could walk, but it's just too hot, and it's probably like a mile, which again, isn't that far, but we're gonna drive anyways. Guys, Not only is my favorite bookstore closed, because their weekend is Monday, Tuesday, and it's Tuesday, and I forgot, so is every single bookstore in Indianapolis. Every single bookstore that isn't Barnes & Noble or a campus bookstore, like a college campus bookstore, is freaking closed. And it's funny because literally like 10 minutes ago, the owners of Tomorrow Bookstore replied to the poll on my Instagram story of the bookstore or not to go. They said, oh, this is an easy one. I almost said, haha, see you in a minute. Good thing I didn't, because they would have been like, no, Sydney, we're closed. And I would have been like, yep, just found that out because I tried to go. Man, so like, what the hell? I just did extensive research on my phone, and I mean, I'm not driving more than 10 minutes. Like, it's not in the cards today. So here's what we're gonna do. The next poll was to go shop at a small business or to save my money, and y'all are mean to my bank account and told me to go shop at a small business, so that's what I'm gonna do. There are two small businesses that I am thinking about going to. One of them is called Silver in the City. They always have really cute things. I'm gonna stop there for sure first. We'll see how it goes. And then the second one is called Rooftop Fruit, which is down in Fountain Square, which one of my friends owns, and I really think it's an adorable shop, and she's phenomenal. And they're actually open as well. So we're gonna hit up one or two small businesses. The second one is purely dependent on if there is immediate parking that I can find, because if there's not, I am gonna keep driving. Her store is perfect for foot traffic, but the parking in the Fountain Square area is not the best. You might also see me stopping at another coffee shop to get more beans for our home coffee. This is turning into like a lot of errands. I'm really glad that y'all voted for a takeaway night as well tonight so that I don't have to stop and get groceries, which I really should since I'm already out and about, but I don't have it in me. I just want to get home and hang out with Abby. Unless my hyperfixation is gonna win, and then I'm gonna randomly decide to actually stop and get groceries. If you see that, then mind your own business. But okay, so in terms of books, the best that I can do is stop at my local Goodwill and see if they have any books on their shelves. I have not once been lucky there. Maybe today's the day though. But if I go there and there's nothing there, I'm gonna be so annoyed. I'm so upset that there are no bookstores open today. Man, this is not a time to be alive. All right, so small business, coffee beans, maybe groceries, probably not groceries, Goodwill, and then home. I think that's the last of the, yeah, it was bookshop, genre, which is unfortunate because now it's all dependent on whether the Goodwill even has anything that is of worth. Small business. Oh, I also said I was gonna be active today. So y'all voted between weightlift, yoga, and row. It looks like yoga's winning, which is phenomenal. I'll stretch. Takeaway night. Oh, and then later. Yep. Okay. All right, let's go see what kind of luck I have today. Oh my goodness, I didn't even tell you the crazy story about the coffee shop. I just started talking about writing instead. Okay, buckle up. I was sitting upstairs at this coffee shop, really cathedral-like ceilings and stained glass. It's really pretty. I like the open space. The big ceilings makes my brain feel like it has room to think, you know? I don't know if that makes sense, but it does to me. And I was alone up there for the majority of the time, but this couple, older seeming couple, I don't know, they don't even have coffee. They didn't even buy anything, but they came up and sat in the corner upstairs. And Jan and Noelle already know all about this because I was like live messaging them because I was losing it. But their body language, they were like hush hush, like very like hardly speaking above like an audible decibel. Their body language was like, oh, they're up to something at 1 p.m. on a Tuesday. It was immediately giving adultery vibes. Immediately giving we're leaving our spouses and running away together vibes. Their body language was like unbelievable. They were both dressed really nice at 1 p.m. on a Tuesday. He was leaning so close to her. He never like like sat up. He was like always leaned like really close, hand like touching her knee every now and then. And she's like sitting back like smiling too much for whatever the conversation warranted. And it's like, maybe they're newlyweds. Maybe it's totally, you know, kosher. But my brain was in the like creative space because I was writing and I was like, oh, something's going on. And furthermore, I took out my headphones because I was trying so hard to hear what they were saying. I could barely hear a thing they were saying. They were talking so softly, but I heard him say, I'll save everything I can. And I was like, oh. And then this is what solidified my this is not kosher vibe. And he said, if I were teasing you, it'd be different. You wouldn't take it as seriously. And she goes, were you teasing about the boat? And he goes, no, I will buy you a boat. Like, what? I was telling Jan and Noelle all of this. Noelle said, buying your side piece a boat is the most delicious cliche. Oh my God, I'm living. And then Jan said, this is the whitest affair I've ever heard. Oh my God. And I was like, I gotta go before I say something. Like, I have to exit the premises. And maybe y'all are like, Sid, chill out. It's not that deep. And it probably isn't, but you weren't there. You didn't see it happening. It was suspicious. But okay, that's it. I just really wanted to share it. Now we can go on with our next tasks.
this time of year, I can't stop asking why I'm struggling to stay. It's a mystery why I'm here. I guess I'm just too tired of fighting what you say. As we're growing older, darling, I begin to understand it all. It's me that I'm fighting now that I see what is hiding underneath my skin. And I'm always sorry to bring you in my fall. Yeah, with my fall.
We are successfully back home. Let's debrief. In terms of the polls, bookstore, we already discussed, out of the question. Did go to Goodwill, did actually get lucky. We'll show you in a second. Small businesses, we went to Silver in the City. We'll also show you in a second. And the grocery store is literally like around the corner from that store. I know that going to the grocery store lost in the poll, but fear not, I will not be cooking dinner. That poll was predominantly like, go to the grocery store so that you can cook dinner or have a takeaway night. Takeaway one, again, don't worry, we're gonna have takeaway tonight. But now I also did go to the grocery store, but that's purely because I don't wanna leave the house tomorrow. And I also don't wanna pay for my groceries to be delivered tomorrow. So I stopped and just got some necessities. You know, it was a small trip, but got what we needed, you know? Then I stopped at the second coffee shop of the day and got some beans, amazing. And then stopped at Goodwill and another thrift store just because it's on the way home. Like the way home from downtown has like all of my favorite little stops. It's hard not to stop at the mall. So we stopped at the mall. The ones that were open. The second small business that I told you about that's in Fountain Square called Rooftop Fruit, which a friend owns, it was actually closed. Google said it was open, but she was actually closed for the day. And so I couldn't stop. But I did everything that I could and more. I deserve a round of applause, honestly. I had very little will to do things today, and I have done all of the things today. Now let's show you the fruits of my labor. Let's start with Silver in the City, the Smurst, the first little small business. First and foremost, I got these adorable stickers. I'd rather be a bookstore cat. I got two because I have this problem with stickers where I don't know where to put them, but I know that if I put one in my journal, I'm gonna wanna put another one somewhere else. My logic behind this doesn't make sense, but it makes me feel emotionally better when I have two of the same sticker if I really like that sticker, because then I can use it and also have a backup to use it again. I don't know, it doesn't really make sense, but this one was really cute and there was only two left, so I bought them both. And then, I don't know if you know anything about me, but I love good stationery. There's just something about a good notebook that is unmatched. And, oh, it's so cute. The colors were immaculate. It's my favorite little company called Rifle Paper Co. And like, look at this. Spiral bound on the top, and it's a little bit flashy, wow. And it is just like the best, ooh, look at the top, very cute. The best like width of line, you know? Wow. I also got a card. It says, congrats on your new bud. My best friend is having a baby. I have her gift, but I didn't have a card yet, so I got this, specifically this one, because they call their baby Sprout as of right now before it is born. And it's, you know, it's a little sprout. I thought it was perfect. And then this one might take the cake. I don't know, that notebook's really cute. But truly, really excited about this. If you've been watching my vlogs, then you know I've been making a lot of iced lattes recently. I also have been taking iced lattes to work. In the past, I've always taken like a double shot of espresso in like this little thermos that I have, which is really cute. Got it on my bachelorette trip. It's adorable. And then also like a bigger normal drip coffee. But recently, I've been also taking iced lattes to work instead of the small espresso. And I only have that one cherry glass. You know what I'm saying? Again, if you've watched my vlogs recently, you've seen it a million times already. And I got it from this same store, Silver in the City, and this one, it makes me so happy. It's a little bit bigger, which I love, and it is so stinking cute. It has like strawberries and little wildflowers, and the yellow, I mean, the yellow could just be, you know, little details or little flowers. Who knows? Who cares? It's adorable. It has like my favorite colors in it. It was one of the first things I saw when I walked in, and I was like, I'm gonna do a lap and then come get it. I knew I was walking out with it. And then that is it for that store. Next, I'm gonna save the books for last, all right? The final stop was Mission 21. I think that's the number. I think it's 21. And their book selection was dismal at best. But I did find 3 things. 2 of the 3 are for Caleb. The very first one, I'll show you, is for Caleb, and he's gonna be really excited. For whatever reason, he's a big fan of like cigar boxes. He really likes to just put his trinkets in cigar boxes. And there was 2 really nice cigar boxes there. It's in really good condition. The sticker is intact, the bottom is still good. It was only $5. Oh, $6, but you know. And the inside is also still like intact and looks really nice. He's gonna be really excited. I don't know anything about this brand. I know nothing about anything, but it's pretty and I think he'll be excited. Then for me, there was a mug that it was giving cozy fantasy vibes. And you'll know why exactly the second you see it. It says leaves and lattes. Hello? Legends and lattes? Leaves and lattes? Come on. It's this like beige color and the lettering is also like, I don't know, auburn. Like it looks so cute. I don't know, it makes me happy. I think it's adorable. And it was $2. I mean, come on. This last thing is a t-shirt. It's for Caleb. Whenever we're at a thrift store, he loves just, you know, doing a quick browse through the men's t-shirts and to see if there's anything that strikes his fancy. And again, even if he hates this, it was $5 and I can donate it again. But I think that he'll like it. I think he'll be into it. It's just a Christ the King tiger shirt. I have no idea. But it has a cute little tiger on it, and bonus, there's a number on the back. Like, he's always a big fan of like a double-sided shirt, and it's nice. It feels brand new. Even if it's just a sleep shirt, he'll enjoy it for sure, because since he's been working out, all of his shirts are kind of tight on him now. But yeah, I think he'll enjoy both of those little finds. I'm excited to show him when he gets home. I'm gonna actually put those back in the bag so that he doesn't see them right when he comes in, so it can still kind of be a surprise. And then the books. Okay, I had low hopes. I had low expectations going into the Goodwill because, I don't know, like I haven't had very good luck with the book selection really at any Goodwill, but maybe I haven't tried hard enough because this is pretty good. I checked out with 2 premium hardcover books. One of them is a first edition that goes for like upwards of over, at the bare minimum, it was like $40. Both of these books I walked out with for $4. I got 2 hardcover books for $4. All right, the first one is The Great Circle by Maggie Shipstead. This was on the list for the Booker Prize, I think in 2021. And I looked it up on Goodreads just to see, you know, how the people like it. I know Regan from Peruse Projects gave this a 5. Most people I'm friends with gave it a 4 or a 5. And I saw one person, I think her name was Sydney actually, give a review on this that said it reminded her of The 7 Husbands of Evelyn Hugo meets, what is it called? Oh my God, I can see it. Plain Bad Heroines. 7 Husbands of Evelyn Hugo meets Plain Bad Heroines and make it like historical fiction. And I was like, I don't understand how those 2 things can go together, but I'm gonna trust you. And honestly, for $2, why wouldn't I buy it? It's like a beautiful edition. It's like embossed up, I don't know, raised right here, you know? And I mean, it's a phenomenal quality, amazing. Even if I end up not liking it, my mom will probably like it. Then this next one, again, $2, love the cover so much, and it's the first edition. I'm like 90% sure this is a first edition. Regardless though, it is Lasher by Anne Rice. This cover is just absolutely stunning. I love it. I have not read from Anne Rice. I know Interviews with a Vampire, one of my patrons, Heather, she actually bought Caleb because they are going to do a buddy read together. I think a lot of people on my Patreon were going to do like an impromptu buddy read of Interview with the Vampire because we did a marathon watch along with all the movies of Twilight recently and it was literally the best thing in the whole world. It was so much fun. I am so sad it's over. We're just going to have to choose another series of movies and do it all again. But I saw Anne Rice and I saw this cover and then I looked it up and I saw that this cover is no longer in print. And if I owned this book, I would want this edition. You know, it's so beautiful. $2, I mean, you literally can't go wrong. I'm actually really stoked about this. Like, really glad I didn't just say, well, all the bookstores are closed. Looks like I can't complete that poll, but we did. And it was a lot of fun. I'm also really glad that y'all made me go to the small businesses and spend money because I got some really cute things that I'm really excited about. What is happening now, you may ask? I think I'm going to take Avi on a little stroll. We'll probably do the yoga because Let me make sure it's still winning. Yoga definitely won, which I'm not mad about because I've spent a lot of energy and I would love to do something kind of relaxing. I just got really distracted on my phone and this has been continuously recording, so sorry, Sydney. I'm gonna have to edit all that out. But okay, I'm gonna turn this off now and we're gonna actually go do all the things I just said, so. You wanna, do you think you wanna go outside? Do you wanna go outside? Yes. Yes. Yes, let's do it. Per the poll, we are going to have a takeaway evening, so we are on our way currently to drive to Kuma's Corner, which is a burger place here that originated in Chicago, but they opened up a different location here in Indy. So they have really good burgers. It's like a metal burger themed joint and it's really tasty. So we're gonna go to the restaurant, sit at the bar and have a beer while we wait for our food to be finished and then take it home and eat it. Were you so excited about your shirt and cigar box?
I was so excited about my shirt and cigar box.
And it's really funny because apparently he was looking into that brand of cigars literally yesterday.
Literally
yesterday. That my accents are abominable.
So it was quite serendipitous that she would get me a cigar box.
From that brand. Which this isn't the first time that's happened. One of his Christmas presents one year, it was a specific guitar pedal, like a build that you can make and create, or like, yeah, build your own guitar pedal. And they all have different sounds, and I had picked one for him, and I was like, this one looks and sounds the coolest, and little did I know that was the exact one that he had been looking at a month before. So,
which reminds me, I really do need to build that.
Yes,
I just haven't had any spare time to do it.
I know.
I think about it like every other week.
It's a cool thing.
Yeah.
We will have time soon. But yeah, we are on our way to get the burgers and then we will take them home. I think the only other poll, one of the polls was left versus right, and as you saw in the B-roll, it was literally just what direction we would turn out of our house on the walks with Avi. And so every walk that I've taken Avi on, which has been 3 total, we have taken a right outside of the house, which is funny, but that was a little minor one that no one really understood but me.
It determines the whole vibe of the walk.
It really does though. Like, left is kind of more adventurous and rugged, right is more like mainstream and calm. Yeah. I think the only other poll was what we do with our time later, and it was video games, read or write, and right now read is winning. So I think we will be reading later.
Go figure.
I will be reading later at least. I don't know, but we'll see what is winning by the time we finish dinner. So we'll check back in then. Pop in and formally close out the vlog. Filming this was a lot of fun yesterday. I do anticipate doing something like this again. If you do want to participate in the next one and decide my entire life for me, my Instagram is the same exact handle as it is here. It is @bookworm_. Link is down in the description. That's usually where I'll do like requests for Q&As, polls for things like this video, and I just kind of connect with you a little bit deeper over there, honestly, because I love a good Instagram story. Big fan of the platform. But that being said, I'm really happy with how yesterday went. I hope that this vlog was fun for you guys as well, and thank you so much for being here and hanging out with me for a little bit. And also, if you voted in the polls, thank you. This wouldn't have been possible without you. So all of that being said, once again, thank you for being here. If you are still here and you don't know what to say, leave the strawberry emoji down below in the comments. There has to be a strawberry. Okay, yeah, totally. There totally is. I just don't think I've ever used it. Which should be considered a crime. But leave that down below if you are still watching. And while you're down there, don't forget to subscribe and like the video. I always appreciate your support. And of course, be kind to one another and happy reading. Bye.